Hi, and welcome to the AWS Ambassador channel. My name is Nestor Gandara, and I get to support our customers leveraging AWS technology to build their businesses in the cloud. Each episode, I will introduce you to a new AWS Ambassador to know a little bit more about them and the program. All right, so today, I'm excited to introduce Val Herror, CEO at Mactores. Hi, Val. How are you, sir?
Hey, Nestor. Thank you for inviting me and good to be here. I'm fantastic. By the way, I'm really excited about all the new announcements in generative AI and all new analytic services.
Of course, my pleasure. And yes, we all are excited about the generative AI announcements. Let's keep the innovation up and let's see what is going on, right? All right. So, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and what do you do at Mactores?
Absolutely. So I am the co-founder and the CEO of Mactores, and I lead Mactores as a principal architect. So at Mactores, we help customers adopt modern analytics and data analytics technologies to drive competitive advantage, increase operational efficiencies, and reduce cost. We are a automation first company, which necessarily means we lead our innovation using automations and build toolkits for our customers to adopt these modern platforms quickly at one tenth of the cost as compared to the traditional migration models.
All right, this is great. And Val, why you decided to join to our AWS Ambassador program?
So, just to give you a perspective, right? So, we work in a very cutting edge technology like data analytics, AI, machine learning, and these technologies evolve and innovate almost every month. And AWS has been exponential in growing their services and offerings. So, when I decided to join AWS Ambassador Program, one of my core objective was to build a community, and this community is helping everybody thrive with more ideas, learn about new releases, and coming out with more innovative solutions for our customers.
All right, and we see that that the program also helps your customers. How does being an AWS ambassador benefit your customers?
As an ambassador, I have get I access a lot of community events as well as access the community from Slack, which helps me collaborate with all the new ideas which are been discussed in the chat rooms as well as or in during these events. So these ideas help us innovate and help customers to be one step ahead. Thinking of the customer at the center of all of it, we exclusively use ambassador channel programs to explore ideas in analytics and machine learning. And this helps our team produce more automations for our customer, helping them adopt these services, adopt these transformations much quicker, which are much quicker, leaner, and faster to help reduce cost and become hyper competitive in their market.
Okay, that is interesting. And being the CEO of the company, I know that you have a ton of responsibilities and duties. What activities do you typically engage as an AWS ambassador, and how do you balance your time between those activities and your regular work responsibilities?
That's a great question, and it becomes challenging. Let me tell you, it's not something which has been easy. But what I have been methodically doing is I have been allocating 2 to 4 hours of my week in community building, engaging with my peers in the ambassador program, as well as co-authoring blogs with my team as well as AWS solution architects, present webinars, conduct events, which keeps us, me as well as my team, on the edge of learning and understanding what are the new things happening in the customer arena, as well as what is happening from AWS as well as in the industry itself. So being part of a community which is solving more problems than a single company can gives you perspectives which are beyond your individual's reach. As a single company, you can work with 100, 200, 500 customers, but you may not be solving problems for variety of customers, right? So the community helps you gain access to so many variety of challenges which are out there, for which you can be prepared. So when you are helping a new customer, you're already ready with the discussions, with all different solutions they might have built before, and so you can bring your unique flavor to the solution, which is quite interesting way of using a community to build your own knowledge base.
All right. And changing a bit the topic, but and focus a little bit in your role as CEO. Could you tell me what steps can a CEO like you take to become a strong role model for your employees and stakeholders? Any kind of best practices that you can share with us?
Yeah, as a CEO, we should walk the talk, right? So if we are expecting our teams to solve and provide best in class solution for our customers to be successful, then we have to prepare ourselves with the knowledge and understanding of what are those problems and how they are being solved. So that is why I prepare myself to learn new solutions and how I can scale those solutions with my team, and understand those complexities and being in the customer shoes to deliver those business results as the new as new techniques and as new solutions arise. So we were just talking about generative AI at the very beginning of this discussion, and that is where we are now focusing. Is generative AI is pretty cutting edge, and there has been not many use cases which customers have seen in production, but there are so many ideas. There is an explosion of ideas which are going out there. But what are the best practices? How do we make sure that we create ethical AI with generative AI, and we are not actually creating more challenges, and helping our customers grow rather than creating challenges for them? So these are some areas which we discuss in community. We try and learn from each other, and that as a CEO should be your first job, is to first get acclimatized with the what cutting edge technologies are out there, and then see it from a perspective which your team might not be, because they are super excited about this new stuff which is out there. But what are the cautionary tales which might be important for you and your customers? So taking the step back, looking at the big picture and understanding how these technologies will interplay is very critical in my opinion.
That's great. And you mentioned a few times learning. I believe one of the common patterns that all the AWS ambassador has is that they love learn, and they are curious, no? Like our leadership principle that is learning, learn and be curious.
Absolutely.
All right, but before to before
And
we move to
interestingly,
the last question, yes, sir?
Nestor, interestingly, that is our principle as well. So Mactors also
Oh,
follows
really?
10 leadership principles, and you can see them on our website under About
That's
Us.
that's pretty cool. I like it. Cool. And okay, so before we move to the last question, any suggestion about how can a candidate prepare themselves to apply to the program? We know that we have some specific requirements to join to the program, and one thing is that you have to meet the minimum requirements, that is specific contributions, communicate to contributions, and also to have certifications. Any advice from your side?
So I would advise you have to first be ready to understand that getting into ambassador is all about helping others, you know, building communities, being a thought leader, and it's a program which will benefit you tenfolds if you start putting your opinions and ideas out there and listen to the feedback, right? So to do that, I highly advise anybody applying for ambassadors program should start building a community on their own, start writing blogs, hosting events, having webinars, talk to your peer solution architects, talk to solution architects in AWS, which will help them prepare for this whole journey of how do we think like a community? How do we go out there? How do we put our ideas out there? How do we take the feedback, improve on the feedback? In it's a flywheel. Like AWS has
Hmm.
so many flywheels. So the flywheel starts from a thinking about how your idea is going to translate into a solution, and that solution how it is going to translate into a business for a customer, and how that business is going to yield back the results which is going to finance your next idea. So it's a flywheel of it's a flywheel of thought process when you are trying to build a community, build out ideas, and help your teams as well as your customers.
Cool. And my last common question, what is your favorite AWS service and why?
Okay, so that's an interesting question. My
Yeah.
favorite service has been Amazon EMR, and I might be very
Oh, cool.
biased. I know there have been new alternatives like with Glue and other solutions, but I have personally been working with EMR since its launch in 2012, but I have been professionally working on EMR since 2014. And then we have been closely working with the EMR services team since 2018. So we have a very close relationship with EMR team, and then we have invested a lot to build automation to migrate and adopt Amazon EMR and Amazon SageMaker solutions. So, and being in analytics world, for us, for at least for me, EMR is my go-to service. It's not one fits one, it's not a one solution which will solve all the problems, but I think EMR is one service which is very close to my heart.
All right. I had a great time talking with you. Now I think people can know you a little bit more and also the program. Thanks a lot for your time and see you soon.
Hey Nestor, thank you very much. You guys are doing amazing job.
Mhm.
Best of luck for 2023 and looking forward to 2024. But thank you very much for inviting me here. See you soon. Bye bye.
See you soon. Thank you.